I'm going to ask each of the panelists just to reflect on the film a little bit, and then I'm going to probe a little deeper and ask them about some things that we had a chance to talk about, because I've had, each of the panelists has seen the film previous to today, and I've had conversations with all of them before today to kind of get a sense of their life. So Alejandro, can you talk a little bit about what in the film you connected with, what you related to, any person or theme?
I connected with in the film was it Nail?
Nair, yeah.
Nail. Throughout his classes, when when he gets frustrated of things, I kind of relate to that because when I was growing up, I get frustrated of things and kind of shut down. When I get frustrated or things just not going my way, I tend to kind of walk away from people, just kind of calm myself down, and come back when I get myself calm down and pursue whatever I was doing.
Now, being a front desk agent at a hotel, I'm thinking you're going to meet some frustrating people, right? Yeah. So how do you deal with that? How have you learned to cope with people that might get angry, upset, or how do you deal with that?
Don't take things personal. As I say, you got to have thick skin at jobs sometimes. So I just kind of just suck it up when just can't deal with it. Then don't let it bother me too much.
And is that one of the things they taught you at Erskine Green, how to do customer service like that?
Yeah, for the program I did, they taught me you're gonna deal with people. It's not as friendly to you. You just gotta learn how to deal with things like that. Right. But mostly, like I said, don't think things personal. Just kind of let it go. Don't let it bother me throughout the day or night.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, Alejandro. You can hand the mic to Josh. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll come back to you in a minute for some more. So Josh, what in the film did you relate to or connect with? And bring the mic real up close to you if you don't mind.
Yeah. Well, you gave me a mic. My mom would not like that. But I kind of connected more to Micah personally just because of the whole social dynamic. I'm more of the introverted type. I don't usually like to connect with people, mostly because I like to know I'm the one that they're getting to know, not because they feel bad for me personally because of a disability, so I never really disclose things. I don't really talk to the colleges that much about my disability. I don't talk about to anybody I'm dating. I don't talk too much about all about it because I don't want to be treated differently because of it. The only reason I'm here is so I can share my story about whatever I need to share so I can help other people that might need that or help parents that might need that. So I thought Micah would great example of what I would like to be as far as independent and yeah.
Do you ever, that's well said, do you ever feel like by not sharing something about your disability, people may not understand things about you that they need to know in terms of like supports, accommodations, or just your personality?
I'm usually on the safe side as far as like talking to people, so I don't really like do as much to get in trouble as far as that. But I mean, but yeah, I mean, sometimes it might be hard for people to understand me. But I mean, like if you don't talk to a lot of people, then no one needs to understand you.
So if you don't mind me asking, how does that Micah's story involve his whole dating journey with Megan? Is that if you don't talk to people, it's also hard to date, But can you talk a little bit about your own experience in terms of building your relationships or building your social life?
Yeah. Well, like Micah, I don't drive. I was lazy in high school and never really got the hours. And with 2 working parents, I never get the hours done for driving. So I am Uber's favorite customer. So I usually go out or take an Uber. Sometimes my parents drop me off, but most of the time I either try to walk or try to do something the most independent I can do so I can, not say, hey, I still rely on my parents at 21 years of age, where I could usually, by the governmental system, be clarified as an adult. But
got it. Awesome. Great. Thank you. You can hand the mic to the right. Thank you. Hey, Cindy. Cindy, there are a lot of strong parental voices in the film. Was there anything that particularly struck you or resonated with you?
Yes, and actually, interestingly enough, I relate obviously to the various roles and situations and supports that the parents have, and they were, to the best of their ability, strong advocates, and we saw Naomi's brother be an incredibly strong advocate and support. And parents and family members have a very important role in not only advocating, but encouraging and developing self-advocacy. They can model, and they need to help from a very young age. Children with disabilities, with special needs, whatever type of special need it is, to develop self-advocacy. But the other thing that struck me is that you can be the best self-advocate, you can be the best parental advocate, but it takes a village. It takes receptivity on the part of the educational system and the community at large to create a truly inclusive learning experience.
So when you look back at decisions you made to facilitate your kids' self-advocacy, especially your daughter, is 43, what do you say, oh, I'm really glad I did that, or I wish I had done that? Was there something that you can reflect back on?
Yes. As a special education teacher, I think I probably embarrassed both of my daughters as teenagers by insisting that they participate in the process, the educational process. And this would have been at a time when it was not well known or accepted, and I dragged the girls along to their IEP meetings. If they had an assessment, I wanted them to be there for the feedback session. If we were doing life planning or person-centered planning as we know it now, I wanted them to fully participate. It wasn't always popular though.
Great. Thank you. I'm handing it off to Liz. Thanks so much.
Oh,
All right. Hey Liz, thanks for joining us. So tell me, when you saw the movie, you've seen it like 3 times now, right? What sticks with you? Who do you connect with?
I went. Well, when I saw that video again, it reminds me of when I went to college. So it reminds me of the Pringle College I went to college with.
Talk a little bit about your college experience. People don't know too much about what it was like for you.
Alright, so I went to Franklin College. It's a program from every year. I went to Franklin College. It was a lot of fun. I got to play, hang out with my friends. I got to work a lot. I went to classes every day. And then I went to a class, and they asked me, do I want to hang out with my friends? So they asked me, one of my buddies asked me to hang out. I said, I'll hang out with everyone. So it was a lot of fun.
What about academically? What did you study? What kind of classes did you take in college?
I did math. I went to PE class. I went to music class. I went to music class, science class. I went to science class, and then I went to and then I went music class.
So was there anything that you saw Micah do or experience that you could really relate to? Anything in his life?
Well, Micah, so he went to college, and I realized I was about to cry that and I was like, I love the college. It was like, I went to like the college, and then I graduated there, and I was like, I miss my college. I just went back to visit my friends, went to watch basketball. It's fun.
That's great. Thank you, Liz. That was awesome. Just gonna hand the mic back down. So one of the good things about college, Liz, is now that you're part of that college and a graduate, you'll always be part of that community and that family, which is why college is such a great opportunity. Like I went to University of Michigan, and everywhere I go, you see someone with a Michigan hat, go blue. I took Samuel to a game recently. He's a big Michigan fan. It becomes part of your whole extended community. And I think I've realized as Samuel has graduated high school, having new communities is so critical. Always finding new communities, whether you're a person with or without a disability. But for people with disabilities, you could potentially live a very isolating life if you don't continue to find new communities. So with that said, Alejandro, one of the communities you have been really excited to be a part of is the EMT community and what you've done with firefighting. Can you talk a little bit about your experience or your hopes about becoming an EMT and also some of the challenges maybe you faced?
Last winter when I was taking the AMT course. At first, it was a lot of talk about, am I available to do this or not? Since my disability I have, so I ended up going through the course. The course was about 4 months. So I went through it. Then there were some things that I did that you had to do that I couldn't do. So my instructor and my fire chief had a meeting with myself and my dad, which is also on the fire department, saying no. There's some things I won't be able to do. No, won't be able to get that. So won't be able to get certified as an EMT. So when I heard that, I was upset. Won't be able to pursue what I wanted to be as an EMT. So they told me that I can stay in the class, get the knowledge, but I won't be able to get that certification. So what I did was I stayed in the course to finish out. At least I know, at least at work, at the hotel, or at home, I know if something goes on, I will know what to do prior to arrival of EMS coming to wherever. So. I still get frustrated. Won't be able to ever become a first responder or EMT, work in the EMS world. But prior to my dues are to the fire department. Now I don't go on calls since I don't have the certifications, but I can still come up to the station. Help out there, so stuff like that. So
you're trying to still make the most of the opportunity to learn the skills, be a part of that group, do what you kind of contribute, while also having this other job path around the Marriott work. Sounds like you're making the best and a good situation for yourself and trying to still do the things you love.
Yes.
So, awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Alejandro. Let me get it to Josh in a minute. Thanks. Thank you. Josh, talk about your future hopes, dreams. Like, what do you expect and hope to do coming out of this training?
So the A+ certification is basically a computer science certification to where I can work on computers, repair them, refurbish, stuff like that. So it's just more of a foot in the door to the tech field. I'm hoping to get more into the cybersecurity stuff, maybe other programming certifications, or maybe even a degree. It all depends on money and important things like that. That's about the projections that I have.
That's great. Awesome. I'm going to bounce over to Cindy. We're just going to do a little lightning round here. Thanks, Josh. Cindy, just briefly, if you could talk about the self-advocacy belief and work that you did early on for Kelly. How are you seeing that come to fruition now? What she's up to, and how do you see the through line?
That's a really good question, and I've got a really good answer, too. Kelly we are so proud of her. First of all, as a family, as parents, as extended family, we're incredibly proud of who she is. And we don't say, notwithstanding or because she has special needs. We are proud of her because of her strengths and her gifts. And we have spent a lot of time over the years as Kelly has struggled with accepting that she does have learning differences, that she does have things in life that she's not likely ever going to be able to do. But we spend more time focusing on her strengths and celebrating what she is able to do. She is fully involved in our community where we live. You referenced Toronto, and that's what I usually say. We actually live in a smaller community outside of Toronto called Oakville. And Kelly is fully involved in the community at large. For the first time, about 4 months ago, she moved into a supported living situation. That was a huge goal for her. She loves us as parents, but she's 43. She didn't want to live at home anymore, and we wanted to support her in that goal. She wanted meaningful employment, and she has volunteered for a long time at a center in Oakville for people who have very significant and multiple disabilities. And she advocated for herself. Unbeknownst to me, she took an old resume, updated it, walked into the Human Resources Department and said, I'm looking for a job. Have you got a job? And they had a small funding envelope for a part-time contract position, and they've just extended it. So she did a 1-month employment piece, and they love having her there. And what that does for her self-esteem is incredible. She's become part of a self-advocate council. She helps to plan activities for other people like herself who have different abilities, and she is a fully participating member of society. It's very heartwarming as her mom, I have to say.
Thank you, Cindy. That's great. Hand it to Liz. I'm going to slide over here. Congrats, Cindy, on your advocacy and Kelly's amazing life that she has built. So I'm going to have Liz say a few more words, and we're going to open it up for 10 or 15 minutes of question about anything. Liz, you can talk about whatever you want, but I was going to ask you a little bit about sports, because sports seems like a really big part of your life. Can you talk about that? And I'm going to take some pictures while you're talking, if you don't mind. Go ahead.
All right. So I play basketball, and actually my coach is actually here. So my Special Olympics, I play Special Olympics. Actually, I just saw Special Olympics of basketball. So I swim. I swim from Rock College since high school. So I've been swimming a lot. And then I play volleyball, I play basketball a lot. And so I swim a lot. I rode my bicycle a lot, so.
Can I ask you another question? Congrats on your athleticism and all those sports. Is your sister here? Do I remember that? Is here today? Or no? Your sister? So your sister's here. Her name is? Erica. Hi, Erica. Thanks for coming. So siblings are a really big part of the film too, right? The sisters, brothers. Without making her cry or anything, can you say what role has Erica played in your life?
All right. So, this is my sister. And so my sister she's married now. She is about to have a baby, so.
Congratulations.
So, my sister hangs out with me 1,000 times. She asked me if I want to hang out with her. And so when she went to Rock Holly, she plays softball. And then my sister plays, she works at St. Francis in the hospital in South.
And has she been supportive of you in your life?
Yes, she's been supportive of me. So.
I took a risk with that because you could have said no.
Yes.
You got it. All right. Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you, guys. That was awesome. And you may very well get some more questions yet, but we're just going to open it up now we probably have 10 minutes left before we're going to break. Questions, thoughts? We have someone right here. Go ahead.
Okay, this question is for you, Josh. Okay, so you said that you don't open up a whole lot to people. Is there a fear of that you'll be judged? Like, is that a reason why you don't open up? And second question, if there was no concern of judgment, would you be more open?
I don't do it more for judgment. I do it more for, I want to know you're friends with me because I'm a likable person, not because you feel bad for me, as far as disability-wise and friendship-wise. If there was no repercussions to me feeling that way, then I probably would open up a little bit more, but that's honestly kind of a what-if question, so, yeah.
Yeah. Great. Good answer. Another question. We've got lots of people here. I bet some of you have something you want to say, ask. Just speak up. You don't need the mic if you're feeling embarrassed. Or there you go. Go ahead, right here. We'll give you the mic.
Sorry, question for Cindy. It's a small world. I live in Oakville.
Really?
Just out of curiosity, could you tell me where your daughter does work?
Central West, Passport Funding Office. Yep.
All right. I'm doing Oprah, so who is next?
Hi, this is for all of the young people, not you. Sorry. So I didn't actually mean that. You look quite young. You can't. I can't. I was thinking, how do you have a 43-year-old child? That's crazy. So, are you guys all independent, living on your own, or are you living at home still?
Thanks.
For me, I live on my own. Been living on my own almost 3 years now.
And do you have any, if you don't mind me asking, any support in the home, like anybody that comes in and helps you with anything?
Yes, I have a staff that comes in, helps me, kind of keep my apartment up, help me clean up my apartment, take me grocery shopping, or just get me out of my apartment. So
awesome. Josh, you said you live at home, so you talk about that or your future plans or whatever?
Yeah, I live at home. I currently have a plan. I'm planning on getting my license this year and then finishing college this year. And then once I, save up enough money, I'll be able to move out. Hopefully not have any staff or anything to help me because I want to be independent. So, yeah.
Into Liz?
I live at home too.
Good for you. With support, I'm sure.
I live at home too.
And Liz, do you want to live on your own?
Yeah, actually, I want to stay at home, Andy. So I like to stay with my mom and my brother.
And mom's saying, no, really, you can live on your own. All right, who else? Another question or comment? Let's a hand. You guys are so quiet. I just want to go have coffee. Another one here.
This is just a comment for Cindy. As much as you said that you embarrassed your girls and made them go to those meetings, from my perspective, that's maybe the best thing you could have done, because the more educated they are on what their needs are, the further along they can go and gain that self-awareness also. So I think that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'll stand up too so you can see me. I guess my question is when you get a reaction from somebody that they start talking louder to you or slower or like you're a child or what have you, how do you recommend for all of us, and how do you yourselves help turn it into a teachable moment for them so that they can treat you like an adult?
Does that ever happen to you guys? People talk to you like you're a kid or something?
Yeah, at times when I was younger, this, to my point of view, just don't know how to talk to me. No, I just it bothers me a little bit, but no, just how I think some people just don't know how to talk to people with disabilities. I'll tell them trying to think. Just treat me as you like to be treated. No, there's nothing different of myself. No, just treat me how you like to be treated to everybody else.
That's well said. Either of you guys want to add to that? No, it's up to you. Liz, go ahead. Let's get the mic to Liz.
I work at Community North in the north side. So I work in a hospital, so.
Yeah, we didn't really cover that. So also your work is a big part of your life right now.
I work at Community North in the north side, and so I work at the hospital. I was gonna ask you guys this question. So I went to college, and you were just telling. That was a good question. We were just talking about that, and we were just talking about it at the. Well, no, I have a crazy story. When I went to the college, and everyone asked me, where did I go to college? And then they asked me, do you have a clue? I went to college, and they asked me this question. They said, I know your college goes. You like to go to college? And I said, heck yeah. So I went to Community North. I work at ortho neuro spine, and then I work in community women's health. So.
Awesome. Nice job, Liz. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. All right, we have one last question to end it. I think we're gonna end it with your question, so let's do it.
Has there been one person in your life that you feel has made a really big impact for you in becoming as independent as all of you are, and how have they done that?
Did you guys get the question? Has there been somebody that really has had an impact on your life, and what did they do?
I would definitely say my mom. She's definitely helped me as far as being independent and pushing me to do a lot of things that I necessarily don't want to do. She's always pushing me to cook and clean and, do the things I definitely don't want to do. But she's definitely a fighter. She definitely will not let go no matter how hard I try. So yeah.
Great. Thank you. Alejandro?
I say mostly my dad, mom, and sister. They helped me throughout my life. When I was born, the doctor said no, I would never walk, never talk. I would be in a wheelchair my whole life and have a feed tube in my stomach. And 23 years later, look at me now.
Wow, nice. Awesome. Hand down. So, high expectations. High expectations of your family sounds like it was really important all the way through. Awesome. Cindy or Liz?
A lot of my good friends, actually, all my good friends is good friends, actually. All my good friends are super nice, man. I said, well, I love my friends.
So your friends have been a big role. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Okay. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. I think we're right on time. Yes, 3:02. First of all, thank you all for being here. This was really moving for me. You guys were amazing. Congrats. Thank you for the panel. You guys were great. Yeah, I think they deserve a standing ovation. I'll give them one. Nice job, you guys.